friends, Leslie from A Friend to Knit With. I am here to demonstrate on how to achieve a nice, neat finish on your garter stitch projects. I am working on the half and half triangles wrap. It is a free pattern on Purl Soho, and it is a knit along that's hosted by Cady Jax. And I have mentioned on my podcast that I am doing this sort of an edge instead of just the purl bumps that you would get from just knitting every row without even knitting the last stitch. But I think this adds a really nice look to your knits. I also am going to show you how I always join a new ball of yarn in every project. My mom taught me a long time ago, and it just locks the stitches together. And you can never see it, and it's just a beautiful way to finish. Okay, so this is the half and half triangles wrap pattern. Like I said, it is a free pattern over on Purl Soho. It uses, there are two different sizes. You can make either the small size or the large size. The small size takes 4 skeins of their linen quill, and the large the large size takes 6 skeins, 3 of each color, and the small is 2 of each color. You can do contrasting, you can do similar, sky's the limit on mixing and matching these colors. So, like I said, also, this is a Cady Jax knit along. They are, it's a very relaxed knit along where you can use the entire year to make this. It started back in the fall, I believe, maybe October, September, during Rhinebeck of last year. The goal as knitters would be to have this all done by hopefully Rhinebeck of this year. And if you can get to Rhinebeck, then wear them and have a wonderful meetup with everyone that has joined. Rows and rows and rows of the garter stitch. So it is a rather large wrap. And like I said, I have mentioned before, and others have asked me exactly how I do this. So the pattern doesn't call for this. Amy from The Meaningful Stitch mentioned that she was going to slip the last one, and I totally forgot how lovely this edge is. I have made some Hannah Falkenberg sweaters, and she always uses this beautiful edge when you're knitting in garter, so you just don't have just a purl bump on the edge. So I think this is a great way to finish it. You can do 1, 2, 3 stitches. I probably wouldn't do more than 3 stitches, but heck, it's your scarf, so go ahead, or your wrap, so go ahead and do whatever you want to it. But so this is achieved quite simply by slipping the last 3 stitches. So I have knit down to where I am going to get to the end of this row, and I wanted to demonstrate exactly how to do that. So I'm going to do English style here, which, if anyone knows, I've been trying to teach myself continental, which I have successfully done, and I love it. But I mostly tried to do the cream color in just the continental, but I ended up switching, and I couldn't really carry on a conversation or talk very well. But I'm going to go and do this English style for you. So you get to the last 3 stitches, and there they are. And you just bring the yarn to the front, and you slip these 3 stitches purlwise. I think that was a big question I had from so many of you, but you just slip them purlwise like that. Okay, so then when you go to turn this, all you're going to do is bring this yarn right around and knit those 3. And it just creates magically this beautiful edge. Okay. Now I also wanted to show you, I'm going to go ahead and take this out and show you because when you go to join another ball, I'll show you my trick. This is all I have left of this ball, and I know that I won't be able to quite get all the way across and back, and I like to join a new ball along the edge so that I won't have any tails popping out throughout throughout the wrap. But like I said, it's your wrap. If you want to join another ball in the middle of your wrap, that's fine too. So, okay, those are the 3 slip stitches. So let's say I actually have to go get my other ball. Just break that there, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Hold on 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I am back with my new skein that I have already caked, and I was just going to show you the linen quill from Pearl Soho. It is 55% wool, fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and the 15% linen. And it really has such a lovely drape. All right. So we are going to add on a new ball on this row. So this is how you're going to slip these 3 stitches on every row. But since I am adding this new ball, I'm going to put these 3 stitches back over onto my left-hand needle. There's 2 and 3. I'm just going to take this one out to show you, because this is always how I join a new ball in all of my knitting projects. I go ahead and wrap that around as if to knit, but don't take it off. And then I take my new skein of yarn and my new tail, and I wrap that around. Now I take them both off, okay? Now, when you get back to this, remember this is only 1 stitch. Knit those 2 together. Now we're going to bring all 3 of these to the front, slip these stitches, and when I go to turn it around again, I'm going to use obviously the new skein. So grab the part that's joined to the new ball and knit those. Like I said, this is 1 stitch, consider 1 stitch, knit those together. Now when I go, and then I'll just go all the way back across. You guys know how to do that. And if you don't, I love German wrap and twists always, and if you don't know how to do them, Cady Jax also has a demonstration on each part of the triangle on how to do the wrap and turns, because on one part you're making the rows longer in the color, and on the other part you're making them shorter. So you can go ahead and watch that over on Cady Jax podcast if you're confused about any of that. So now these 2, when I sew those in, I will just tuck them along this chain band here that I achieved from slipping the last 3. And there you have it. I have that many more to finish my wrap. And if you're making one, I'm super excited for you. It's a great project, and I hope that helped solve some of the mystery of those slip stitches. All right, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.